Good evening. Welcome to the 56th Annual Commencement at Butler County Community College. I'm Jessica Matnock, Executive Director of Communications and Marketing, and I'd like to share a few points of information before we begin. The ceremony will last approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes. Graduates will have their name announced as they cross the stage to receive a diploma. We have screens on either side of the stage to help you better see your graduate. We ask that you refrain from using your flash to take photos during the ceremony. A photographer will take photos of each graduate crossing the stage, shaking the president's hand, and receiving a diploma. You will have an opportunity to purchase these photographs through Grad Images. Tonight's ceremony is being streamed live online. A link to the video can be found on the bc3.edu homepage. Following the ceremony, please keep the rear walkway clear so our graduates can exit the field house. You are invited to join us in the Oak Grove in front of the Heaton Family Learning Commons immediately following the ceremony for music, refreshments, numerous photo opportunities, and a gift for graduates from the BC3 Alumni Association. Thank you for joining us tonight for this special occasion. The ceremony will start momentarily. Thank you.
let the 56th commencement exercise begin. Will you please rise and join Michael Mara in the singing of the national anthem? And please remain standing for the invocation offered by Very Reverend Farrell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As we gather for this momentous occasion, may our joy be filled with appreciation for the many talents and abilities we've received and for the inspiration to develop and use them. May we express our gratitude for those who have awakened with us our latent potential and led us toward growth and hope. May our minds this evening well up from within to witness to who we have become and who we intend to be. Amen.
Please be seated. I would like to take this opportunity to present the members of the platform. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. On the stage with me in the front row, starting from my left, Very Reverend Philip Farrell, Mr. Joseph Cubitt, Board of Trustees, BC3, Distinguished Alumni, the Honorable Kimberly Geyer, Butler County Board of Commissioners, BC3, Distinguished Alumni, Professor David C. Usman, our keynote speaker, Mr. James Raboski, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Belinda Richardson, Provost, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Case Willoughby, Vice President for Student Affairs, Enrollment Management, Ms. Megan Koval, Executive Director of the BC3 Education Foundation and External Relations, Mrs. Olivia Vasari, Student Address, Mr. Daniel Hamilton, Student Alumni Speaker, Professor Chris Calhoun, Faculty Organization President, BC3 Distinguished Alumni, Dr. Bruce Russell, Board of Trustees. In the back row, starting from my left, Mr. Michael Mara, vocalist, Dr. William DiCuccio, Board of Trustees, Mr. Ken DeFurio, Board of Trustees, Mr. Brian McCafferty, Board of Trustees, Mr. Glenn Miller, Board of Trustees, BC3 Alumni, Mr. Robbie Lombardo, Board of Trustees, Ms. Tina Flieger, Executive Director of Human Resources, Equal Opportunity Compliance Officer, BC3 Alumni, Mr. Gordon Marburger, Board of Trustees, Mr. Scott McDowell, Board of Trustees. Ms. Jennifer Puller, Board of Trustees. Mr. Joe Taylor, Board of Trustees. Please join me in thanking these wonderful individuals who are on stage behind me. Good evening and welcome to Butler County Community College's 2024 commencement. This is the 56th anniversary of this institution's very first commencement. Although we have approximately 210 graduates who will be walking this evening, our class of 2024 consists of 504 graduates. Our graduates in this class of 2024 range in age from 17 to 60. There are 12 students graduating with at least 2 degrees. There are a record 98 students graduating from our Schaefer School of Nursing and Allied Health with RN degrees. 74% of this year's graduating class from BC3 will leave this institution debt-free. 8 of our graduates are veterans or currently serving in the United States military. BC3 was again chosen as a military-friendly school by Victory. And for a ninth consecutive time since 2015, Butler County Community College has been ranked the top-ranked community college in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. On behalf of the entire college community, I extend to you, our graduates, the sincerest of congratulations. Your hard work and persistence is paying off in an incredible accomplishment this evening. Our roots as an institution are represented in the BC3 College Seal: agriculture, steel, and oil serving as key underpinnings to make higher education possible, not only for the citizens of Butler County, but throughout northwestern Pennsylvania. Each and every day, I thank individuals, both past and present, who have made this institution the top caliber institution that it is today. One of these individuals is our keynote speaker, Professor David C. Usman. David has been a stalwart at BC3 for 57 years. David, thank you for your dedication to the college and, more importantly, our students. To the graduates, I'm confident you are leaving this #1 ranked institution well prepared to face the challenges and opportunities of the world. Whether it be transferring to a senior institution or utilizing your degree to go directly into the workforce, the opportunities for each of you are endless. Again, our congratulations to you on your accomplishments. Thank you.
President Newpower, distinguished guests, family, faculty, administration, and staff, family members, and our 2024 graduating class. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'm delighted to welcome all of you to this fabulous and joyous occasion. We're gathered here today to celebrate another milestone in the lives of our graduates. This is indeed a moment they have been waiting for. They are to be commended for the hard work and the perseverance which they have devoted to their studies, entitling them to the degrees and the certificates that will be conferred upon them shortly. Friends and family, you are also to be commended for the roles you have played in helping our graduates to reach their goals. 40 years ago, wow, that was a long time ago, I was standing at commencement at Founders Hall waiting for my name to be called to come up and receive my degree. It feels like it was only yesterday. I wish it was. Like yours, graduates, my life had been shaped by the amazing people that comprise this fine institution, an institution where students can get a great start on their post-secondary education, where un- or underemployed workers can be retrained for future success, or where students can receive an education and enter their chosen career, all without shouldering a large amount of student loan debt. Members of this graduating class, I challenge you to take the knowledge, the inspiration, the encouragement which you received here at BC3 into the world that lies before you and make a difference. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2024.
Distinguished guests, family, friends, administration, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2024. On behalf of the faculty organization, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful campus and 9 times ranked #1 community college in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Today we come together to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our graduates. It's also a time for us to reflect upon the journey that has brought us to this moment, and also look forward to those opportunities that lie ahead. Graduates, in the brief time that I have to speak with you, I'd like to leave you with a few reflections to ignite within you a renewed sense of purpose and journey ahead. I will focus on 3 principles. They are your personal investment, progression, and legacy. The first principle is personal investment. It's about the value you derive from the investments you make in time, effort, resources, and most importantly, yourselves. Your presence here today is a testament to the countless hours of dedication, perseverance, determination you have devoted to your education. Each achievement signifies a crucial step forward in building the legacy foundation for your future success. The second principle is progression. If you're one of my students, you've heard me say many times the phrase crawl, walk, run. It embodies a philosophy of progression and growth rooted in humility and the establishment of a sturdy foundation. Consider first Shaylee Walls, a Park and Recreation Management student here this evening. Over the past 2 years, Shaylee has prepared herself for the journey ahead, mastering comprehensive lesson plans, delivering impactful presentations, acquiring skills in swiftwater rescue, wildland firefighting, resource conservation, outdoor pursuits, leadership, and management. Next week, Shaylee begins work at Ohio Pile State Park. Then in the fall, she will pursue her advanced degree at Slippery Rock University. Shaylee's story highlights the value of a strong foundation and a personal investment she has made in her success. Now consider the principle of walk, which encourages adding depth to your career, like Mike Fitz, a graduate of the PRM program in 2000. He played a significant role in advancing wildlife conservation and environmental education through his career. He explored breathtaking locales, and he attributes much of his success to Butler County Community College. Mike has worked at 9 national park sites across the country and serves as Explore.org's resident naturalist, educating audiences worldwide about wildlife and conservation using live webcams. Mike is also the author of a captivating book, The Bears of Brooks Falls, Wildlife and Survival on Alaska's Brooks River. Finally, he expressed his gratitude by facilitating a generous $60,000 donation from Explore.org to BC3's PRM program for perpetual student scholarships, highlighting the importance of education and giving back to one's alma mater. And so that leaves us with Run. I'd like you to consider the story of an individual from Elwood City, the son of a blue-collar worker from Babcock and Wilcox Steel in Beaver Falls, the son of a mother who became the breadwinner when the steel mill closed and the father lost their job. Consider their educational journey, starting out at Penn State University with a bachelor's degree, moving on to Clarion University for their master's degree, and finally obtaining their doctoral degree from West Virginia University. Starting out their career as the chair of communications department at Marist College. And then in 1999, was hired as the Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences, transitioned to the Vice President of Academic Affairs, and then was appointed by the Board of Trustees as Butler County Community College's president on August 1st of 2007. He is our longest serving president at our institution, has made a lasting and profound impact that will be his legacy that includes expansion of our branch campuses, the Victor K. Phillips Nursing and Allied Health Building, BC3's #1 ranking in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania 9 times, and many more accomplishments. And when I had the opportunity to ask Dr. Newpower about his greatest accomplishment, he said, it's about having the right people on the bus with you. When you have the right team, you can accomplish great things. So in conclusion, graduates, as you prepare to embark on your next chapter of your lives, remember the importance of personal investment. Invest in the journey of progression, crawl, walk, run. And when you combine all these together, you will understand the legacy you leave begins with what you do today. Graduates, you're architects of your destiny, the pioneers of tomorrow, poised to shape the future. Thank you.
Good evening, and welcome to the 56th commencement of the Commonwealth's consecutive #1 community college, Butler County Community College. I am Butler County Commissioner Kim Geyer, and on behalf of the Butler County Commissioners, I would like to welcome all distinguished guests. President Newpower, administration, faculty, fellow trustees, staff, parents, grandparents, and most of all, graduating students. Being a 1984 graduate of BC3 myself, I can vividly recall the excitement of this day as a new journey begins and a new life pathway is forged ahead. You will join a host of many other distinguished BC3 alumni in this quest who are doing amazing and meaningful things with their lives. And like you, they started with a solid academic foundation and with the love and support of family, friends, and faculty. We, the Butler County Commissioners, recognize BC3's value to our community. It's much more than an educational institution. It's also a driver of workforce development. It's a key player in economic growth and a significant employer in our region. BC3 is a great source of great pride in our community, especially as we graduate another class of future leaders full of great promise and potential. On behalf of the Butler County Commissioners, we hope your educational experience at BC3 has been a positive and life-changing one. Thank you to all our administration, faculty, staff, trustees, and parents who've all had a hand in influencing the educational experience and special achievements of the graduates that we honor here this evening. This evening is about new beginnings and new opportunities for our graduates. In this spirit, we applaud each one of our fine graduates and wish them much success and happiness in the future. We have every confidence that their time, talents, and skills will make a positive difference in our community and in our world. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm very excited to welcome you all here on this special day. My name's Liv, and I studied nursing for the past 3 years here at BC3. During this time, I also had the opportunity to be a part of the women's softball team, the scholars program, nursing club, student ambassadors, and PTK. As Dr. Newpower would put it, there's a lot of pioneer pride going on up here. But more important than any of that, during my time here, I was able to grow both professionally and personally, and I met some of my very best friends in the meantime. That being said, I am very grateful to be here today to speak on the accomplishments of the BC3 class of 2024. Now, when they asked me to make this speech, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to say. I spent a very long time staring at an empty Word doc titled Scary Grad Speech, and all I could come up with for a couple of months was congrats and thanks for coming. By the way, congrats to all my classmates and thanks everyone for coming today. So in light of this writer's block, I looked for inspiration. I scoured the internet and watched probably 100 YouTube videos of commencement speeches. Then I wrote what felt like double that in rough drafts, trying to avoid the ever-hated, overused cliches of graduation speeches. Things like, look at us, we did it, and today we start the rest of our lives. While these sentiments are well-intentioned, they're a bit overdone, and they kind of miss the mark for me in terms of extracting real meaning. Let me tell you why. That first cliche, look at us, we did it. This is a true statement. We did do it. They don't just give these hats out to anyone. But it would be unfair to make that statement without acknowledging the fact that, one, it wasn't easy to do, and two, that we didn't do it alone. Nobody is sitting here today without having made sacrifices. You all worked hard to get here. You earned knowledge and experience in your respective fields of study. So certainly, celebrate that shiny piece of paper that they're about to give you, but also celebrate the diligence that you displayed to earn your name on it. In addition to that, nobody would be sitting here today without the support of those around us. So I want to speak on behalf of myself and the whole class in saying thank you to family, friends, and classmates for standing behind us and pushing us forward. Thank you to professors for the time and effort that you contribute to our education. And thank you to all the staff who make every day at BC3 possible, including but not limited to administration, maintenance, janitors, and my favorite ladies at the Pioneer Cafe. Moving on to that next cliche, today we start the rest of our lives. I'm still undecided on if this one's true or not. To me, it sounds intimidating, and it gives the implication that our lives up until this point have been insignificant. The crazy thing about community college is that some of us came to BC3 straight out of high school, where others took a 10-year break in between. We have many students who served or are active in the military, students who balance school with raising a family, students who just moved here from different countries, and the vast majority of students who work part or full-time while taking classes. None of these things about our lives up until this point are insignificant. So maybe a more appropriate thing to say would be that today we continue living our lives, just a little better than we did yesterday. I'm confident that as you continue living your lives under your various diverse circumstances, that you will continue to work just as hard as you did during your time here at BC3 and before, and I'm also confident that you will find great success in doing so. So, future nurses, teachers, social workers, law enforcement, graphic designers, engineers, business owners, and so much more, I admire your resilience and your desire to better your lives and the lives of those around you. Congratulations on your achievement.
In 1965, Butler County Community College was established. 2 years after BC3 was founded, the college hired David C. Usman, who had recently graduated from then Bloomsburg State College. Among his numerous accomplishments in nearly 6 decades at BC3 is spearheading the BC3 Center for Economic Education. Students as young as 4th graders play the center's stock market game and learn about financial literacy. The college honored David last year by renaming the BC3 Center for Economic Education the Professor David C. Usman Center for Economic Education. The college, once again this evening, is honoring David. Our commencement this evening is BC3's 56th. It's also the 56th and final for Professor Usman, who will retire in December as the longest-serving employee in BC3 history. Please welcome this evening's keynote speaker, Professor David C. Usman.
President Newpower, county commissioners, administrators, faculty colleagues, guests, and graduating class of 2024. It is an honor to present the keynote address to this audience, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do so. Charles A. Klein, principal, Liberty High School, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Charles A. Klein, principal, Liberty High School, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, in 1962, was sitting on a stage similar to the one I am standing on right now. He was calling out the names of 798 students to come to the stage as part of a walkthrough in preparation for the 1962 graduation at Liberty High School. Students were seated according to their area of study, which included vocational students, business students, those enrolled in general studies, and the academic students. Just as a side note, the academic group consisted of students going to Princeton, Yale, Harvard, and Lehigh University. The general study students were going to East Stroudsburg State College, Kutztown State College, and Bloomsburg State College. Guess what group I was in? Yep, I was going to continue my education at Bloomsburg State College. Go Huskies! Charles A. Klein, principal, Liberty High School, 1962, started with the students in the academic group. The first name he called out was Joel Bees. Yes, it's pretty sad that I still remember that guy's name 62 years later. Joel got a score of 100, or an A+ on every test he took from kindergarten through 12th grade. I did not like Joel very much. I was seated with my friends in the general studies group, waiting for the academic group to do their walkthrough. But to my total surprise, my name was called as part of the academic group of students. I said, wait, what? Me included with the academic group? Must be some mistake. I had a GPA of 2.5, not a 4.0, as the others did. Well, it turns out that I was qualified to be listed in the academic group because I had taken 3 years of Spanish and 2 years of German. Got a D in all of them. But it was enough to meet the requirement for an academic diploma. The only reason I had 5 years of a language is that my best friend was a language major, and so I took language courses so we could hang out together. So with my academic degree in hand, I enrolled at Bloomsburg State College. I became more serious about my studies, and it was a good 4 years, except for one incident. During my student teaching at Central Columbia High School, I got suspended from student teaching for 3 days. Nobody ever gets suspended from student teaching. I did. Situation was this. The class was just finishing 8 weeks of government before starting 8 weeks of economics. My supervising teacher at Central Columbia thought it would be a good idea to teach the final lesson in government on a Friday before starting with economics the following Monday. So for that final government class, I wrote on the board, "What is good about America?" And students responded by saying, "We have freedom of speech. We have freedom of press. We have the right to assemble." But for every positive the students gave, I countered with a negative. Specifically, I referenced the landmark ruling in Plessy v. Ferguson, 1896, that said racial segregation did not violate the United States Constitution, the separate but equal clause. I also pointed out that women did not have the right to vote until 1920. My plan was to say that despite all the negatives, we still lived in the greatest country in the world. But I lost track of time. The bell rang. Students left class with all the negative comments in their minds. Students went home and told their parents. Parents thought they had a communist teaching in their school. Returned to school on Monday, met by a welcoming committee consisting of the principal, superintendent, chairman of the board, supervisor of student teachers in the college. Bottom line, I was given a 3-day suspension from student teaching to allow things to cool down. After that meeting on Monday, I returned to the house I was staying in with 5 other guys and said, I cannot teach in a high school. So I graduated from Bloomsburg on May 10th, 1966, started graduate school at IUP on May 17th, 1966. Why IUP? Because they had just established a graduate program designed for community college instructors. Community colleges saw their greatest period of growth during the 1960s due to the need to educate the huge baby boomer population. During this decade, 1 community college opened per week on average in the United States, including BC3 in 1965. So these 2-year colleges not only accommodated the increased number of students, but set a new standard for education by combining high-quality instruction with broad accessibility. I went on to finish my master's degree in 1 calendar year because my advisor had health issues. And I explained to the dean of the graduate school that I couldn't meet the normal deadlines for submitting materials and it should be adjusted because of my advisor's health problems. So I graduated high school in 1962, undergraduate college in 1966, graduate school in 1967, and started teaching at the Butler County Community College in that same year, 57 years ago, and I'm still here. Lesson to be learned: don't let obstacles stand in your way. A person who did not let obstacles stand in his way was Chuck Noll, the 4-time Super Bowl winning coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I reference Noll not just because he's one of President Newspower's favorite people, but because President Newpower has remarked that commencement is like our Super Bowl. And so Noll made the following 2 statements. Number 1, the greater glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. End of quote. What Coach Noll was saying is that there can be no reward without risk. Failure is an unavoidable part of life, but it is how we handle setbacks that define us. Facing adversity with resilience and determination is essential and the hallmark of true character. The second quote from Coach Noll: success is not forever, and failure isn't fatal. I would add to that both success and failure are fleeting. Neither one lasts forever. So success should not be taken for granted and cannot be reached or sustained without determination and hard work. Failure is not a dead end, but an opportunity for growth and challenge. I am 79, still functioning, but past my prime. Most of the college professors and high school teachers in my cohort have been shuffled out of the classroom. I concede I shouldn't be running for president at my age. Apparently, Joe Biden and Donald Trump did not get that message. I'm terrible at understanding new trends and new technologies. But history does not change. All we can do is to try to understand why long gone people did what they did and said what they said. And that's where guys like me come in. Old people are good at looking back because our lives are made up of the past. We think about it all the time. We know that our futures are brief. But it's young people, such as yourselves, who should be running things today, because tomorrow is your concern, not mine. History and historical figures are still relevant to you and your future. One of those figures is Teddy Roosevelt, who often spoke about the importance of the individual and one's own actions. In his 1899 speech, The Strenuous Life, he said, "Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory or defeat." So as the 2024 graduating class, I would ask you to consider what Teddy Roosevelt is saying and encourage you to embrace challenges and avoid the gray twilight of mediocrity and inertia. As your time at BC3 comes to a close, remember we're all individuals. We have our own set of talents. We have our own perspectives and experiences that make us truly one of a kind. So you must embrace your own uniqueness and find confidence in yourself and embrace the journey that is your life. A significant part of my life has been spent on this campus teaching students such as yourselves. The college has changed in many ways since I started teaching here more than 5 decades ago. New buildings have gone up, satellite campuses have been created, additional majors have been added. But what has not changed is the fact that BC3 provides its graduates with a strong foundation for their future. Some of you will start your careers now, while others will move on to continue their education at 4-year colleges and universities. But even after you graduate, you will still be part of BC3 and this community. So we will all be rooting for you to do great things, overcome any obstacles you may face, and fulfill your own unique potential. And as you begin the next phase of your life, I would ask you to keep these thoughts in mind. And these are thoughts that I have posted in my classroom for the last 50 years, and I will share them with you today. So the first one is TANSTAAFL. Stands for there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Second point to consider. All of life is about opportunity cost. And 3, economics teaches you not what to think, but how to think. So I congratulate each one of you on your success so far and wish you continued success in your future careers. Thank you very much.
I think it's appropriate. Chuck Knoll, in the same speech that is presented by David Usman, both legends in their own right. So David, on behalf of the entire BC3 community, here is a token of appreciation for an outstanding commencement speech. Thank you.
We shall now proceed with the conferring of degrees. Candidates for degrees with honors are signified by gold tassels. The gold stoles are worn by members of our honor society, Phi Theta Kappa. Will the audience please refrain from applause until all of the diplomas in each category have been granted? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts please rise? President Newpower, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am happy to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of this college and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associates of Arts with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the Associate of Arts degree graduates please come forward to receive your diplomas? Daniel Allen Hamilton. Bridget P. Allen. Shivani Bandaru. Isabella Marie Bardelli. Gabriella Elizabeth Baxter. Bailey Alyssa Bevington. Jordan Kelly Brady. Aubrey L. Cavallero. Cammie Rose Coleman. Kyrie Cox. Kyrie Cox. Shannon Marie Davies. Kendra Nicole Davinian. Precious Darlene Ruby Day. Stephanie Lynn Dietrich. Victoria K. Donaldson. Hunter Dunlap. Madison E. Fight. Brendan Lee Fetterman. Shaylin S. Gallagher. Troy C. Gilligan. Madeline Olivia Guthrie. Celeste Christine Hartle. Irene Estelle Heinsberg. Kirsten Amanda Hillwig. Michaela K. Hook. Sarah Ann Itzel. Vincent Christopher Innocenzi. Rihanna J. Jacobson. Paige E. Kennedy. Abigail Rose Kuntz. Rebecca Ann Lampert. Hannah Marie Lindsay. Anastasia Longo. Emily M. Lunn. Brooke Manuel. Abigail Bernice McCandless. Ava Noreen McKissick. Kenzie Miller. Maximus Edward Morris. Kiera N. Musiner. Sophie Marie O'Brien. Jocelyn Marie Ogerchuk. Kirsten Anna O'Neill. Michaela Hope Orts. Rachel Marie Pennington. Colin W. Quinn. Lucas Christopher Ray. Travis Reddick. Cole Wyatt Harrison Rogers. Emma Elizabeth Rumba. Wayne Weston Sale III. Matthew James Shaner. Megan R. Shellhammer. Emily N. Smith. Brianna Lynn Stitt. Juliana Alexis Van Hoosen. Jesselyn Aurelia Volker. Alexander Emmett Wenzel. Abigail B. Weiland. Gabrielle Rose Wilson. Peyton J. Yoho. Caleb William Zell. Veronica Lucille Lindsay. Olivia G. Slater. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science please rise? President Newpower, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am happy to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of this college and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associates of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the Associates of Science degree graduates please come forward to receive your diplomas? Melina Shea Alexander. Hannah Marie Brewski. Gabriel P. Cornetti. Natasha Marie D'Amico. Chloe Isabella DeSantis. Jamie Elizabeth Dick. Elijah Matthew Everhart. Skylar Thomas Fry. Haley Hartle. Lillian M. Hunt. Amber Grace Moyer. Dominic Mark Johnson. Douglas Johnson. Nathan Albert Kelly. Amari Rose Magnagar. Elizabeth Jean Mance. John Michael McCormick. James J. Meyer. Anna Lee Moorhead. Lisa C. Morgan. Matthew Robert Murphy. Andy Hugh Wien. Austin D. Norris. Rachel Nicole Parks. Megan A. Pennington. Dylan Joseph Robinson. Liam Francis Robinson. Caitlin Elizabeth Somerset. William James Harrell Jr. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science please rise? President Newpower, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am happy to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate of Applied Science
upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of this college and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associates of Applied Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the Associate of Applied Science degree graduates please come forward to receive your diplomas? Stephen Michael Pander. Olivia Ray Vasari. Jacob M. Abraham. Lily E. Angelo. Erica Danielle Engert. Mary T. Baker. Khadijah Aquat. Nantika Barlow. Crystal L. Cunningham. Logan Barnhart. Hannah Jane Benzinger. Mackenzie Renee Burkbickler. Bailey C. Boyer. Jalen N. Brown. Kenneth J. Campbell. Madison E. Campbell. Nicole L. Cardello. Russell G. Carr. Carver Clark. Colton L. Chakowski. Lauren E. Shahansky. Jessica Renee Cochran. Nicholas Charles Kolangi. Robert A. Snyder. Rochelle E. Cooper. Jennifer A. Cousins. Ashley Sue Daly. Kalista R. DeVore. Garrett Matthew Dolan. Marty Joe C. Doherty. Caitlin Drawn. Soraya Carice Everhard. Chloe E. Fetter. Gracelyn R. Flieger. Hope Marie Fox. Mark Samuel Edinburgh. Connor James Francis. David B. Friel. Sarah Lynn Fulmer. Caitlin Marie Fundark. Jennifer Elaine Gangon. Kaylee A. Gibson. Callie Taylor Harrison. Corrine Elizabeth Harshberger. Avery Lynn Hendrickson. Lauren C. Hessedance. Avery John Hetrick. Deborah L. Hoffman. Adriana Marie Horseman. Courtney Michelle Hughes. Bailey Lynn Ignash. Merrick E. Jensen. Emily Rose Johns. Olivia T. Johnson. Grace Lynn Johnson. Barbara Anna Mae Julin. Abigail Rose Jurista. Emma Leanne Kimmer. Paige Brooke Carmeyer. Kirsten Knight. Sydney Ellen Colas. Rachel C. Kremel. Rachel L. Lewis. Travis Joseph Lahonis. Noel C. Malice. Stephen Thomas Merslack. Makayla N. Metz. Madeline M. Miller. Madeline J. Meisner. Catherine Nagendo. Megan Catherine Neville. Sunny Helena Ott. Alexa Scott Halka. Paige L. Parisi. Preston Tyler Purcell. Chanel Louise Preston. Sherry Rafalco. Lizo M. Ray. Addison Ritzer. Sydney R. Riat. Lillian Cynthia Rotman. Mary A. Runyon. Annabelle Helena Schaffner. Shannon Marie Schultz. Emily Nicole Cease. Carly Suzanne Scher. Brooke Louise Terwilliger. Hannah E. Titley. Braden J. Trapold. Shaylin Rose Tresselt. Sean Philip Tweed. Adrian Nicholas Virai. Shaylee Renee Walls. Roger Paul Walker Jr. Denise Lynn Watson. Tyler Andrew Wolf. Robert William Young III. Will the candidates for the certificate or diploma of achievement please rise? President Newpower, these candidates have met all the requirements for their diplomas. I am happy to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the certificate or diploma of achievement.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of this college and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the certificate or diploma of achievement with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the certificate or diploma of achievement graduates please come forward. Louise M. Griffiths. Gracie Ann Hiles. Angel L. Hilliard. Lauren Marie Humes. John J. Lawrence. Alexis M. McLean. Evan Patton. Lillian Christine Schottiger.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and staff, and of course, the graduates of the class of 2024. My name is Daniel Hamilton, and I'm humbled and honored to be a fellow student of the distinguished class of 2024. As BC3's Pi Theta Kappa president, a student ambassador, and an honors graduate, it is my pleasure tonight to welcome the new graduates as accomplished alumni. As I make this transition with you all tonight, I would like to thank BC3, as it has truly changed my life forever. As the first in my family to go to college, I came in confused, not knowing what to do, not knowing what I wanted, and not knowing where to go. Through the help of those around me, I stand here today. In 2006, my father was taken from this earth too soon. He was unable to finish high school or attend college, and BC3 has given me the opportunities that he was unable to receive, and for that I'm eternally grateful, as I know by being up on stage here tonight, I can only pray that I'm making him proud. In 1998, the BC3 Education Foundation presented a ceremonial mace to the college in acknowledgement of the college's 30th commencement. At each yearly commencement, a student representative of the current graduating class attaches a tassel to the mace, signifying the transition from students to alumni. Continuing this tradition, the 2024 tassel representing this year's alumni is being presented by Amber Maurer. Amber is an honors graduate in engineering. The attachment of this tassel welcomes us, the class of 2024, as the newest members of the BC3 alumni community. Thank you, Amber. The BC3 Alumni Association was created to preserve the history of the college, to improve the college's relationship with alumni and the community, and to advance the mission of BC3. The Alumni Association serves the college, the alumni, current students, and the community by offering programs, services, and events which provide professional and social networking while enhancing the connection to Butler County Community College. Graduates, today we join the ranks of over 26,000 other BC3 alumni. We've become part of BC3's history, and I encourage each and every one of you to explore the many benefits of joining the Alumni Association. If I could offer any piece of advice to leave you with this evening, it is that your future is never decided for you. No matter where you are, no matter where you think you're going to be, I can promise you that you will live the dream that you dream of. There will be challenges, but the one ahead is worth fighting for. Never stop fighting for that. Keep moving forward, keep dreaming, and keep fighting for that future. I'd also like to take a moment tonight on behalf of all the students at BC3, take a final moment to thank Dr. Newpower for a 17-year tenure as the president of Butler County Community College. I've had the privilege of working alongside him, and Dr. Newpower, I want to thank you for your everlasting commitment to this college, the students, and the many faces that make BC3 what it is. We wish you well in your retirement ahead, and we sure are going to miss you. So. Graduates of 2024, I extend my best wishes to all of you and all of your future endeavors and welcome you again as proud alumni of Butler County Community College. Congratulations.
Well, you did it. Congratulations to each of you. I hope that you're really taking this evening in with friends, family, faculty members, and staff. We are all so darn proud of you. Congratulations. Again, on behalf of the entire college community, the sincerest of congratulations to you, the graduates. As we exit the field house, I would like to draw your attention to the following. There will be a reception to honor our 2024 graduates. This will take place in the campus quad, also known as the Oak Grove, near the Heaton Family Learning Commons. Along the commencement pathway, there are gifts, lots of opportunities for photos, including in front of the college's legendary Conestoga wagon, or at one of the commemorative commencement photo booths. Now, if you would please stand and join Michael Mara as we sing our Alma Mater and remain standing for the benediction presented by Very Reverend Farrell.
Hail to thee, O Butler College, thy bright gifts on us bestow, and our thoughts ever will in memory turn to thee where'er we go. Hail to thee, hail to thee, alma mater on Oak Hill.
Going forth from these ceremonies, as we must, let us accept the fact that this is not so much an end as it is a beginning. May we recognize that the degrees and honors conferred are not meant for us, but for those with whom we share our skill set. May we offer to them what has been offered to us, so that we might contribute to and make progress in the world that has been so generously bestowed upon us. Amen.